I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is not a photo shoot. I had a photo shoot yesterday because I'm a model and I'm beautiful. Yes. Boys and girls, welcome to me. How are y'all today? Good to hear that. Listen, today I want to have a real talk conversation with you. I want to go over 5 or so hard truths, real truths that you need to realize and accept right now, so that from the moment you watch this video going forward, you are able to navigate differently through life. That is my goal. That is your goal. From this moment, you're gonna start implementing some change.
Of course, when you get done watching the video, not like this moment right here, but at the end of the video, once you've seen all of what I gotta say, pick at least one, leave a comment about it, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and then start doing it. Let's get into the video.
Number 1, you will never be younger than you are right now. Think about that. I don't think most people focus on their death enough. I know that sounds morbid, but when you accept that every minute, every second that goes by, you're getting closer to death, I think that can give you a new outlook on the way you want to actually live. So when you think about living your life and all these things you want to do and you want to accomplish, you can kind of have this false sense that you have forever to do it. Sweetie, you don't. You could die tomorrow. I'm just being honest. So start focusing on the fact that you're dying. You're not getting any younger. Do the thing you want to do right now, right? What is it they say? Taking no risk is the biggest risk of all, right? Take action, do it now. Don't be one of these people who say, I stay in my lane. I stick to what I know. That's the fastest way to not grow. Uncomfortable rule number 2. Life is messy. Life is not going to go the way you want it to go. I don't care how much waiting, how much thinking, how much planning, how much you take forever to make a decision so that you can line everything up so everything can go perfect and nothing can go wrong. Something can and probably will go wrong. You can make all the decisions you want in the world, and life will turn around and throw something new at you. It's happened to me twice in the last 6 months. You understand me? But I'm still here, rolling and growing and getting stronger and getting bigger and getting better. Right there is no checklist. You can't say, if I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, then I'm gonna get this. That's not the way life works. So life is messy. It's not gonna go the way you want it to go. Get over it and start living now. The number 3 hard truth you need to accept. You don't know as much as you think you know, right? Study after study after study shows that the more people think they know, the less they actually know. And the less people think they know, the more they actually know. And while you ask yourself, how does this make sense? I'm gonna explain it to you in a way that makes a lot of sense. When you haven't tried to learn intentionally, when the only learning you get is from high school and then a few experiences you had in your life, your idea of what's available is small. So you fill it up very fast. You know everything. You are sure about yourself, about your opinion, about life, about what people should be doing, because you have not exposed yourself to the vast amount of information that's out there. But as soon as you start walking in that space and you realize that there is almost like an infinite amount of space, you actually become a lot smaller in that circle. And you see this every time. You see this every day. I can give you examples. Sports is a great one. Some dude who ain't never played football in his life sitting up in a bar, drinking beer with his buddies, talking about what the coach should have done. The coach they paying millions of dollars, who has maybe played football before, also know his players, know their temperament, know how tired they are, know what the other coach may be doing right. This coach was thinking about a million things that you have not considered at all because you simply don't know them, but you know what they should have just ran the ball, right? And I'm telling you, in my field, we get this one a lot. Another example of this is All our patients know more than the doctors. I know my body. I guarantee you, you don't know your body as well as you think you do. If that's the case, why is you here? Please just go treat yourself. I bet you if you allow people to treat themselves in the United States, they would die. Guaranteed. You don't know as much as you think you know. That's a good thing. Now go and learn more. Hard truth number 4. Have I been calling these hard truths or uncomfortable truths? I don't remember. At this point, the 4th one of whichever one I've been calling it, right? You are responsible for you, right? This kind of plays a little bit into what we've been talking about a lot this year, is focus only on the things that you can control and realizing that the only thing that you control in this world is yourself.
I'm gonna say that a million times this year because it's gonna be hard for you to grasp, because you're gonna think you can control things that you cannot. Because the world has lied to you and told you have control of things you can have control over. And I'm here to tell you the truth. You don't. Okay? So.
You are responsible for your growth. You are responsible for your development. You are responsible for your happiness. You have to decide to A, do the things that make you happy, and B, be happy even when they don't come to fruition. That's a decision that you have to make. No amount of money, no successful job, no dream body, none of those things are going to bring you happiness. In fact, studies show that, when you lose weight and you get a bunch of new outfits and you start looking cute, you feel happier for a little while, but then the happiness levels goes back down because the happiness was brought on externally. Studies show you get a new job, you start making new money, you get a fancy apartment, you get a fancy car. That's my dream, is to have a fancy car and some real fancy modern apartment in some big city. And then I'm gonna be happy for a while, then my happiness level gonna drop back down to the base level because those things came from the outside. The trick is for us to get internal happiness. We are responsible for that. Stop depending on anybody else. Stop talking about what other people are doing that's getting in the way of you being happy. You have made the decisions that got you where you are, right? Start facing your bad habits. Start facing your toxic habits. Start facing the things that you are doing that are causing you unhappiness. One of the things for me is to continue to spend too much money. I have a budget and then I keep spending more money just within my budget. That's making me unhappy because then I can't meet the other goals because I keep spending too much money. That's my fault. It's nobody's fault but mine. Okay? So, hold on. Let me come in real quick because I want to say I got to do a video about budgeting, y'all. This is something I started taking serious late last year. Just like you need a map, just like you need GPS to figure out how to get from here to California. If you got financial goals that you need to get to, you need a map. And a budget is a map for your money. Game changer. We gotta talk about it. Get real with yourself. Get real with the things that you are doing that are blocking your happiness and start doing something else because you are responsible for you, sweetie. That's it. Number 5, and this one is hard. This one is hard for people to get. This is a tough one. The world is lying to you. The world has lied to you. They have given you a bunch of lies that you carry around like it's the best truth in the world. Let me give you an example. Quitting is for losers. Have you ever heard that saying? Of course you have. I was just talking to a girl recently who was talking about how miserable she was at her job, but she didn't want to quit because she wasn't a quitter. And then she finally quit and found a better job making more money, and now she has more happiness, even though we know her happiness level may come back down if she don't work on the inside like we just said. But do you understand what I'm saying? That job was making her miserable, but she didn't want to quit it because she didn't want to be a quitter, right? How about people who are in a relationship that's not working out? I'm not talking about a marriage, I'm talking about just a relationship, right? Or what about habits that are actually hurting you? Shouldn't you quit those habits, right? The trick, see, what they should say to you, if they were smart, they would say, don't quit because it's hard. Quit because it makes you unhappy. Quit because it does not serve you. If it's not giving you anything, then why are we doing it? You ready for another lie? They tell you all the time, you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one. Think about the million choices that you have. You can't see the million choices right now because you may be part of that small circle we talked about previously. But once you start expanding your world, you're going to realize there are millions of options, millions of choices, millions of decisions, millions of ways that life could go. It's infinite, it's vast, right? But with all that vast options and millions of options, they gonna tell you treat people the way you want to be treated. They gonna call it the golden rule, sweetie. It's a lie. Stop. I don't want to hear it. It's a lie. Now listen, I know, okay, that some of y'all think that comes from God. Y'all think that comes from the Bible. Honey, and I believe you. I do. But I think maybe y'all are interpreting it wrong because God is smart. And that don't make no sense the way it's applied in our world today. So I think maybe it's a miscommunication in which what God was saying and the way we interpret it. Because I know he's all knowing and all understanding and all infinite knowledge. I also know what makes sense and what don't make sense. And if it's a million options, why would you treat me like you? Why would that make it? It makes zero sense. I'm not challenging God, I'm challenging you. I love y'all so much. Bye, beautiful ones. I have been in a situation recently where I have been losing weight. I have been trying to eat healthy. And so then people buy me stuff that they think is healthy, which is actually probably full of sugar, which is not good for my diabetes. But they have decided that this is healthy. This is what they would eat if they were eating healthy. Wouldn't it have just been better? Just pause. Okay, you love the golden rule. Fine. Let me ask you this. Wouldn't it have been better if they say, hey, Jamar, I would like to get you something. I know you're eating healthy. What would you like? You gonna try to tell me that ain't better? Come on, you've been lied to. Let me think of one more. I really just want to say the thing about the golden rule. Bear with me, y'all. You know we are still in our storm of change, and I am trying to still do this thing the best I can. Thank you for being and hanging in there with me. As always, live life, live now with passion and purpose. Remember that your worth is undeniable. Always. Pick one of these truths. Start living by it now. And I will see you in the next video. I love you. Bye-bye.